In this video, I'm going to be ranking the best badges in NBA 2K23 Myteam. As you guys can see on the tier list, we have every single badge in the game here on the tier list, and I'm going to be ranking them from tiers S all the way down to D tier. I mean, S tier are going to be the best badges in the game, and then obviously, you know, A is going to be a little bit worse, and then obviously D tier is basically going to be like, don't add these to your cards, or they're not very good Hall of Fame or just badges in general. So first one here is going to be Dream Shake. And probably C tier. I mean, it's decent in the post, I guess. Drop Stepper, actually probably a B tier badge. It's actually really good this year if you have a guy like Wilt Chamberlain and you're trying to mash them in the paint. Now I'm talking more about Myteam, so if anyone's watching this video that does play Park, I'm mainly talking about the Myteam game mode. So Drop Stepper is actually really OP right now with guys like Wilt Chamberlain, so I think I'm gonna throw it in that B tier category. I mean, Hall of Fame Masher or just Masher in general probably is an S tier badge. Once again, kind of goes with the same thing with Drop Stepper, just gonna be really good in the paint. Post Bank Technician, not the best badge. It's been better in past years. Rise Up, I mean, I think Dream Shake and these ones just got to be in D tier. I just don't think they're very good Hall of Fame badges. Giant Slayer is solid. I'm gonna throw that in D tier. Obviously, guys, I can't give too much of an example of what they all do. You guys probably should know by now what each badge does, but if you don't, like, Giant Slayer is just really good for like guards finishing against taller big men, so that's gonna go in B tier. Next up badge here is gonna be Pro Touch. I don't think it's very good, gonna go in that D tier category. Lob City Finisher is not bad. I'm gonna throw it in C tier. And also, guys, you can let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think are the best badges in the game? Lob City, not bad. I'm gonna throw that in C tier. Acrobat is actually pretty good this year, because if you guys have noticed when you're playing Myteam and maybe in Park, if they make like a really crazy layup, like they switch hands and fall to the ground and make some crazy layup, that's what Acrobat's gonna be. So Acrobat, I feel like, is really overpowered this year, way better than past years, so I'm gonna definitely have to put that in B tier. Next badge, we got Hall of Fame Bully. I know it's a pretty questionable badge, not sure if it should be in the game, but Hall of Fame Bully definitely has to be in that S tier category. These are the two finishing probably S tier badges in the game, Masher and Bully. We look at Aerial Wizard. I'm not exactly sure what Aerial Wizard does, so I'm gonna throw it in C tier. Maybe you guys can let me know, is Aerial Wizard better than I'm thinking it is? I don't really know exactly what it does, so I'm gonna just throw it in C tier. Fast Twitch, not a bad badge. I'm gonna throw it in C tier. It's really good for finishing under the rim and just getting your layup off faster. Fearless Finisher, another not bad badge. I'm gonna throw it probably in that C tier category. We got Limitless Takeoff. I think it's an A tier badge. Limitless Takeoff is always super good, and same thing with Posterizer. I'm gonna probably throw in that A tier category. We might move it down probably later in the video, but for now, I think it deserves to be in that A tier category. Slithery, gonna be a solid C tier badge. These are all the finishing ones first. We got Back Down Punisher. That's actually a pretty good badge this year. We're gonna throw Back Down in that B tier category. Like I said, guys, can't really explain too much of what I'm going over. Green Machine, I think it's gonna be in B tier. Obviously helps you green more shots. I don't think it's A tier this year. It doesn't seem to be as overpowered as it was in past years, so I'm gonna probably throw it in B tier. So yeah, now we're on to the shooting badges. Guard Up, I think Guard Up's probably S tier. Looks to be one of the better shooting badges in the game. So yeah, S tier, or Guard Up, definitely going to be an S tier. I mean, Limitless Range obviously helps you shoot from farther out. Definitely going to be in that S tier category. Mini Magician, I think is not bad. I'm going to probably throw C tier. Probably like high C tier. I don't think it's as good as Green Machine and some other B tier badges. Next badge here is going to be Space Creator. Obviously one of the better badges in the game, just gonna help you guys create some space. So yeah, Space Creator gonna go in B tier. We got Slippery Off Ball, pretty useless. I'm gonna throw that in D tier. Next one we got here is Volume Shooter. I mean, solid one. I think it just means like once you make a shot, you have a better chance to make your next shot, and then the more shots you hit, the higher percentage you have to hit more shots. Pretty sure that's how Volume Shooter works. You guys can obviously correct me if I don't exactly know what I'm talking about for each singular badge. Agent 3 I heard is really good this year. I'm gonna throw that in A tier. I'm not exactly sure what it does. I think it's for like pull-up jump shots. So if like maybe you're on the break or you're just trying to hit a pull-up jumper, I think that's what Agent 3 helps with, and I've heard it's really good this year. So we're gonna throw that in A tier. I've heard mixed opinions on Amped. I've heard some people say Amped is like the best badge in the game, and I've heard some people saying Amped doesn't even work. So I'm just gonna throw it B tier, kind of in the middle. Like I said, not exactly sure how it works, and I've heard definitely mixed things about it. So Amped gonna go in B tier. Next badge is gonna be Blinders. It doesn't seem to be as OP as it was in past years, kind of like Green Machine. So I'm gonna throw in the same tier as Green Machine, being B tier. Next badge here gonna be Catch and Shoot. I mean, always one of the best badges in the game, really good for catch and shoot shots. That badge pretty much explains itself. Looking at Claymore, once again, don't exactly know what Claymore does, so I'm gonna throw one in B tier, maybe C tier. I've heard it's not bad though. Like, I've heard a lot about these badges. Some of the new ones, I don't know exactly what they do. I'm gonna throw in C tier for now because I don't know exactly what it does. Clutch shooter, pretty much useless in my opinion. Don't think it's a very good badge. Comeback Kid, I've heard it's really good this year. I'm gonna throw Comeback Kid probably in high B tier because I don't know exactly how good it is this year, but it's probably low A tier, but I'm gonna just throw a B tier for now. Like I said, you guys can obviously let me know what you guys would change about my tier list. Corner Specialist, gonna go in B tier. Always been a very solid shooting badge. Once again, these are all the shooting badges. Deadeye, I don't think Deadeye is as OP as it was in past years, but I think Deadeye is still going to be an A tier. Still one of the better shooting badges. Killer Combos, I've heard is like an amazing, basically tight handles from last year. I've heard it's a really good badge, so Killer Combos is going to go in that S tier category. Now, S tier isn't going to be my top 5 badges. It's just going to be, you know, the best badges in the game. Looking at Mismatch Expert, it doesn't actually seem to be that good this year. It was one of the better badges last year, at least in my team. So Mismatch, I think, is going to go in C tier. I haven't really noticed it ever pop up. So yeah, Mismatch Expert gonna go in C tier. Unpluckable, always a solid badge. It's nothing crazy, but I think it's always a solid badge. Helps you from not getting the ball stolen. Next badge is gonna be Needle Threader. Pretty much useless in my opinion. I'm gonna throw that in D tier. Special Delivery, I think kind of useless. Once again, I think it helps you get team take faster, which might be useful if you throw flashy passes, but who's really throwing flashy passes, at least in my team? Bailout, I know Ty is not the biggest fan of this badge. I'm gonna throw it A tier. He probably has it in S tier. Ty absolutely hates playing against Bailout or when people bailout a lot. I don't think it's that overpowered. It's definitely a really OP badge, so I'm gonna throw it in the high A tier. Break Starter, I'm gonna throw C tier. I mean, if someone has Break Starter, it can definitely help, you know, running in transition. If like Kevin Love, for example, grabs the rebound, or one of your big man grabs the rebound, and then they throw and you try to throw the long pass like LBRB, and you try to throw that long pass. I mean, it can work for sure. So I think Break Starter gonna be in the C tier. Not a bad badge at all. Dimer, C tier, maybe B tier, but I'm gonna throw that in C tier. Ankle Breaker, another C tier badge. Doesn't really do anything that crazy. It was a lot more overpowered in past years. This year, don't really notice it to be that good. Clamp Breaker, honestly, might be an S tier badge. I'm gonna throw Clamp Breaker in S. Clamp Breaker is insanely overpowered, gets like so many blow by animations. I've noticed it on guys like Derrick Rose. I think he has it, maybe even Donovan Mitchell. I've noticed on those guys, it is super overpowered. Handles for Days, gonna probably be an A tier. Maybe S tier badge. I'm gonna throw it very high A tier. If you guys don't know what Handles for Days does, it just makes when you're dribbling a lot, it makes you lose a lot less stamina. Wasn't as good as it was last year, I feel like, but Handles for Days definitely still deserves to be in that A tier category. Hyperdrive just makes your combos a lot faster and makes your dribbling a lot faster. At least I think it's when you're running in transition, so I'm gonna throw it in B tier. I think it's a pretty solid badge. Quick First Step, honestly, I don't think I'm gonna put it in A tier, or I'm not gonna put it in S tier. I think it's an A tier badge. I think S tier are like the top best badges in the game. So Quick First Step, very good, just hasn't been good as it was in past years. Post Playmaker, pretty useless in my opinion. We got Vice Grip, I've heard it's pretty good. I'm gonna throw that in B tier. I think it's a solid badge. Floor General, another kind of mid badge. Brick Wall, I don't exactly know how good it is this year. We all know last year Brick Wall was insane, so I think I'm just gonna put it in B tier. Like I said, don't know exactly how good it is. Basically what it does last year is it would help you get paint stops and help you set screens really well, but mainly it was really good for helping the paint mash. So if it's like that again this year, it's probably an A tier badge, but I'm just gonna put it in B tier for now. Anchor, I've heard is an insanely good badge. It might actually be an S tier, but I'm just gonna throw it really high A tier for now. I've heard Anchor is like one of the best defensive badges this year. Rebound Chaser, I think it's very solid, gonna go probably in high B tier. Box Out Beast, I've heard it's not bad. It might go in B tier, but I'm probably just gonna throw it high C tier. Doesn't seem to be too important of a badge. Pick Dodger, always really solid. You know, having it on your guards, having it on your wings, really good for, you know, when they get screens, like when they have to go through screens. Pick Dodger, always a pretty solid badge. Ankle Braces, doesn't seem to be that good this year. Probably gonna throw it in D tier. Chase Down Artist, I think it's going to be in B tier. It really never activates, I've noticed, because chase downs are so hard this year, so I don't think I can put it higher than B tier. Obviously, if you have chase down artists on Hall of Fame, it's going to help you get those chase downs, but those animations really never happened this year, so just going to have to throw it in that B tier. Challenger, I've heard is a really good badge. I'm going to probably throw it in A tier. It's really good for contesting shots on the perimeter, so if your point guard, small forward, even center is trying to contest the 3-point shot, it's going to basically boost their contest if you do have Hall of Fame Challenger, if obviously they're somewhere in range. So Challenger, I think, is a really good badge. Hall of Fame Clamps, Once again, I don't think it's as good as it was in past years. I'm gonna throw that in A tier. Maybe could be an S tier badge, but Clamp Breaker absolutely destroys clamps. I know that obviously makes sense, but I'm just saying like Clamp Breaker is definitely a better badge in my opinion. Next one we got here is Glove, basically Pickpocket from last year, and I'm gonna throw that in A tier. Always a really good badge, especially with how OP steals are this year. Hall of Fame Interceptor, not as good as it was last year, but still a very good badge. Definitely going to go in that A tier category. Menace, I think is going to be a solid B tier badge. We all know from last year was pretty solid. Post lockdown, going to go C tier. We got Workhorse, I've heard it's not bad. We're going to go in B tier. Off-ball Pest, D tier, and then Pogo Stick going to go in C tier. So yeah, guys, that's going to be my best badges tier list. Let me know in the comment section down below. What do you guys think? And let me know what you guys will change. And just let me know some of your guys' favorite badges in the game right now. And maybe some new ones they added that you guys like. And some new ones they added that maybe you guys don't like. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure sub and drop a like if you guys did enjoy. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.